Habit 1. Be proactive. Take responsibility for your life. Fatherhood is about more than providing for your family. It is about taking responsibility for your life and the example you set. In Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Habit 1 teaches us to be proactive, starting with owning our choices and actions. As a father, you control how you respond to challenges. Blaming circumstances, others, or bad luck will not lead to growth. Instead, focus on what you can influence in your attitude, decisions, and effort. Show your kids that responsibility starts with you. Teach them by example. When you admit mistakes, you model accountability. When you focus on solutions instead of problems, you teach resilience. Your children are watching. They all learn responsibility from how you live. Being proactive is not just a habit, it is a mindset. Take charge of your actions, and you will inspire your kids to do the same. Circle of influence versus circle of concern. Being proactive requires focusing on the circle of influence over your circle of concern. These concepts explain how we can focus our energy effectively. The circle of concern includes everything we care about. This includes things we can not control, such as world events, other people's opinions, or external circumstances. Spending too much energy here often leads to frustration and helplessness. The circle of influence is where we have control, such as our attitudes, actions, and responses. By focusing on this circle, we empower ourselves and expand our ability to make positive changes. Focus on what you can influence. Fatherhood means navigating challenges, but the key is to focus on what you can influence. For fathers, this means teaching by example. When your child misbehaves, focus on how you respond, rather than stressing about the behavior itself. By modeling patience and problem solving, you will positively influence your child. The key lesson: energy spent in the circle of influence strengthens relationships and creates real change. As a father, you cannot control every circumstance or outcome, but you can control your attitude, effort, and behavior. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, model calm and thoughtful responses. This teaches your children that we control how we respond, especially when we cannot change the situation. Focusing on what you can influence prevents you from wasting energy on things like criticism or worry. Instead, you invest in solutions and growth. Show your children the power of proactive thinking. They'll learn to approach life confidently and responsibly. Reactiveness versus proactiveness. As a father, you face countless moments that demand a response. The question is, will you react emotionally or respond proactively? Being proactive challenges us to choose proactiveness over reactiveness. Reactive fathers let external events like stress, frustration, or others' behavior control their emotions and actions. This often leads to quick tempers, blame, or regret. Proactive fathers pause to think before acting. They respond based on their values, not their emotions. When your kids test your patience, being proactive means staying calm and teaching through example. It's about showing them how to solve problems rather than escalating them. By choosing your response thoughtfully, you create a positive, stable environment for your family. Proactiveness is a skill you model every day. Teach your children that while we can't control life, we can always control how we respond. Proactive language. As a father, your words have the power to shape your mindset and your children's. Proactive language is not just a tool, it's a source of empowerment and responsibility. Habit 1 reminds us to choose words that reflect ownership and control, reinforcing the idea that we are the architects of our own lives. Proactive fathers say, "I can," "I will," or "let's find a solution," even in challenging moments. This mindset shifts the focus from problems to possibilities. Reactive language like "I cannot," or "it is not my fault," places blame or limits potential. When your kids face challenges, encourage them to use proactive language. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," teach them to say, "How can I solve this?" Your words have the power to shape their mindset and their approach to life. They frame how we see the world and shape how we act, making you feel more influential and impactful as a father. Lead with proactive language. and you'll inspire your kids to think and speak with confidence and control. Creating your responses. As a father, you cannot control everything that happens, but you can always control how you respond. There's a gap between stimulus and response. In that moment, you have the freedom to choose your reaction. Proactive fathers recognize this gap and use it wisely. When challenges arise, like a tantrum or a tough conversation, try to pause, reflect, and respond with intention. This teaches your children that emotions do not have to dictate actions. Instead of reacting impulsively, align your response with your values and show empathy. Whether it is patience, kindness, or fairness, your chosen actions set an example your kids will follow. Show them how to think before they act and how to consider others' feelings in their decisions. Remember, as a father, you are teaching in every moment. By creating thoughtful responses, you're not just solving a problem, you're imparting a valuable lesson. This approach helps your children learn to navigate their challenges with strength and wisdom, making them feel more responsible and in control.